Hi there, good afternoon. I'm just gonna put on some moisturizer. Sorry about that. I just came in from outside. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Actually, let me test it. I always forget to switch my mic, so let me let me just take a quick look to see if you can hear me. If you're here, all right. So good. How are you guys? Happy Tuesday. I didn't do one of these live in a while. Just had a little bit of a coffee break. So I'm back at it. It's Minnie here from Region of Peel, Brampton, Ontario. And today I'm going to share with you, and rather, I'm going to be reading it. Let me just pull it over here. One of the things that our government is going to do, or rather, let me read the headline. That will be better. I'm just gonna wait. Just give me 1 minute. Thank you all for joining. Hi, Karen. Thank you. All right. So let's see here. All right. So if you're dropping a comment, I'm going to display it on the screen. If you want to give a shout out, put it on display it on the screen so whoever is looking can can see your comment. So what I'm going to read for you in my coffee break today is what our government is going to do, or the steps that they're going to take um, regarding our low inventory in the marketplace today. And so I don't have a good microphone and I'm using my headset, so hopefully you can hear me well. Um, so here's the headline. So I'm reading this right off of CTV News. It's just about 6 days old. Now, I've read the announcement partially. It's just that I didn't have time to bring it and to do this live, so I'm going to do it now. It says Ford kicks off housing summit with funding to help municipalities cut red tape. And this was on January 19th, so just a few days ago. It says Ontario largest communities will get new funding to help speed up development approvals. Premier Doug Ford announces as he hosted a housing summit yesterday. So that would have been on the 18th. But the municipal leaders he met with say much stronger actions is needed. Ford said his goal for the virtual meeting with big city mayors and regional chairs was to come up with concrete ways to allow more families to buy a home. While the solution may seem obvious, implementing them takes a lot of hard work and determination, he said in his opening remarks. Okay. Hi, Sam. Thanks for joining. A new 45 million streamlined development approval fund. So a new 45 million streamlined development approval fund will help the 39 largest municipalities approve housing application more quickly. So this 45 million is will help the 39 largest municipalities in Ontario to approve housing applications more quickly. As well, the province said it will work with municipalities to develop a data standard for planning and development application that should speed up the process. And this is all in an effort to bring new inventory to the market. The housing crisis in Ontario won't be solved overnight, said Municipal Affairs and Housing Minister Steve Clark. But removing red tapes can help get more homes built faster. There is no silver bullet, Clark said after the summit. Addressing Ontario's housing supply crisis is a long term strategy that requires long term commitment, collaboration, and coordination. The Progressive Conservative government is expecting a report early this year from a housing affordability task force, which was appointed to look into measures to boost the supply of rental and ownership housing, reduce red tape, and other options to address housing issues. Okay. Clark said, one second. Clark said changing some zoning rules to allow for more density are among many suggestions under consideration. We need housing of all types, he said. We need missing middle. We need that purpose built rental. Yes, we need single family as well. But we also need that mixture of homes that really reflects local communities. Jeff Lehman, the mayor of Barrie, Ontario, and the chair of the Ontario's Big City Mayors Caucus, said the new development approval fund is appreciated, but more action is needed. The run up in prices is so steep that the rise in rent is so high. We're going to need more substantive solution to solve the problem, he said after the summit. We can always make the process better or faster, I think, but we're going to have to be bolder than that if we're going to make a substantive difference in the actual cost of housing. Ontario could change tax policy to create incentives to build rental apartments, Lehman said, as one example. But there is a limited amount of time in which this government can take bolder steps. Clark said he hopes he would be able to get one more bill passed before the upcoming spring election, though he notes that there will also be a budget to introduce, debate, and pass as well. Both Clark and Lehman also said labor is proving to be a challenge in building homes, as a lack of people in skilled trade is slowing construction. So listen, there is job creation there. So lack of skilled trade is slowing construction. So that's something that you guys want to think of in terms of jobs. So if you've got some skills in construction, that can be put to use pretty soon. And right now, the Ontario Real Estate Association urged the government to consider supports for first-time home buyers and allowing alternatives to traditional home ownership, such as rent to own. I'm not sure where they're going with that one, but let's see. And rent to own, it has to be very strategically done for first-time home buyers, in my opinion. There has to be proper streamline and a body to look at that very carefully. Increasing housing supply is the only way forward. Oria's president David Alkey said in a statement, I probably butchered his name, I do apologize. Demand, demand side measures like new taxes or bans on foreign buyers are a distraction. Ontario needs to learn from the other jurisdictions like New Zealand and take bold action like ending exclusionary zoning in large cities. Ontario Ontario's opposition, New Democrats, say they want to see more rent controls and measures to help people trying to get into the increasingly unaffordable market, as well as stricter rules for speculators. We heard no clear concrete measures that is going to make it easier for someone to buy their first home or for a renter, a senior, a single parent to pay the rent, said NDP critic Jessica Bell. Ford and Clark are set to host a meeting on Sunday, which is past, with rural, remote, and northern municipalities to discuss their specific housing challenges. Clark will also participate in a federal, provincial, territorial meeting Thursday on housing. Figures in Ontario's fall economic statement shows year-to-date home starts were 16% higher than in the previous year. So we saw a 16% increase than last year. And rental housing starts were 14% higher. In the resale market, a frenzy peaked in March 2021 at a record high, before moderating by September. But in that month, the average home resale price in Ontario was 31.4% higher than in February 2020 in the pre-pandemic level. One moment, please. Hi, I'm good. Good. Yourself? Yeah. So I usually leave at around. Today I'm gonna leave at around 3:30. Good. Good. Can I talk to you in a quick bit? I'm just wrapping up something. I didn't want your call to go to voicemail. Oh, okay. Sounds good. Thank you. Bye. Keep it. Sorry about that. Uh, yes. So the government pointed to low interest rates, higher overall disposable incomes, limited resale listings, and shifting home preferences to explain the strong demand. Telling figures illustrating the province's heated housing market can also be found in the land transfer tax revenue. In 2020 21, Ontario collected about 3.7 billion in revenue from land transfer taxes, and in 2021 to 2022, the total was projected to skyrocket to more than 5 billion. 3.7 billion for 2020, and this 2021 to 2022 um, year they're projecting 5 billion in land transfer taxes. The Toronto Regional Real Estate Board said earlier this month that a record 121,712 homes were sold through its MLS system last year, up 28% compared to 2020 and nearly 8% above the previous 2016 high of 113,000 homes. The average 2021 selling price set a peak of one just over a million, so 1,095,000, up about 18% from the high the prior year, which was the average price in 2020 was 929,000, right? So this report from the Canadian Press and was first published on January 19, 2022, so just a few days ago. Um, Hi, Vidi, how are you? I'm doing well. I'm doing well, thank you. So I was just reading this here. Let me know if you're looking at this video now or you're perhaps looking at it after. What you think about Ford's plan? It's really in its infant stage, sort of meeting with involved parties that are in the industry, and I guess collecting recommendations, and then we will see what happens after. But so far, what this report has said is that, there's a new 45 million streamlined development approval fund will help the 39 largest municipalities approve housing applications more quickly. So I guess how that money would be used to do that. What is the strategic step? It doesn't need more staff. What does that really need? Streamline to develop approval, the applications for building. So I guess we can wait to see what that looks like, how that money is going to be spent, and what's the return in spending that money. What actions are we seeing? Thanks for joining. All right, so that's it. I feel like I want to stay with you a little bit more, so I'm going to give you a moment. So while we have a shortage of inventory, what I have right behind me here what I've been looking at is that we're still seeing, and I've shared this with one of my clients this morning. Um, I I'm still seeing, depending on the municipality that you're looking at, that homes are some homes are still not getting sold, depending on the category. So while there is a shortage of homes, there are certain class of properties that are still not being sold, that are expired on the market. And there could be one of three reasons, but a number of times where we've seen this many is because of the lack of hiring the right realtor. So a lot of the times what I would usually say is that don't take shortcuts when you're selling your home. Follow the steps, hire the realtor that has a skill set, that has a plan of action. Like I have a 17-step plan of action for each property that I list on the market. And I ask my seller for permission to follow that step because essentially you don't want to, your realtor is there to listen to what you would like to do as the seller, but also the reason why you're hiring the realtor is to ensure that they have an action plan in place. They're the one telling you what the steps are, what needs to be done, and guiding. It's like sort of like your lawyer, right? You're telling your lawyer that you want X, Y, and Z, and then your lawyer is going to guide you down the path to achieve X, Y, and Z. Same thing with real estate. You're telling your realtor you want to sell your home, and your realtor may come to you, well, this is what commission you should offer to the purchasing agent. Here is why. Here are the 17 steps that are 16 or 15 steps, whatever that looks like. And here is why, and this is what I would recommend. And ultimately, if you don't want to follow these steps, it's your choice. But here is the uh, possible outcomes, right? Here are the possible outcomes. So these here that got expired is because of either there may be some change in circumstance, I get that, but listing status could have been changed to suspended. So a lot of these times, these sellers are trying to save money, trying to get that 1% commission, and then they're ending up losing, right? Right? They're ending up losing their money because they could have sold. It's like, what would I say? If you don't package and present it properly, the more you package and present something, the better price you'll get for it. Okay. Hi, Tika. Thank you. Great job. Your presentation looking beautiful as usual. Enjoy your day. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Gorgeous always. Yes, it's like a plumber. I can't fix your. Yes, that's true. So you want to hire the person with the right skill set to do it. And it's like I'm a realtor and I've sold many houses. And the other day I had a leak in one of my kids' washroom, and I don't know how to fix that. I may know some of the things that I could possibly do to test, but I don't know. So I had to have someone come in to help with it. You have to hire the person with the right skill set to do so. Now, I'm going to ask if you know someone that is looking to sell their home, please. Um, I love the opportunity. Yes, it's also business for myself. Yes, I'm going to ask for it. Yes, I am a hardworking realtor and I put effort and I put time and I make sure that I am developing my skill set so that you can benefit from it. And so you want to hire a realtor that you you want to ensure that you're hiring that person that is constantly on their game, on the ball, like myself, to sell your home. So I'll talk to you soon again. If you're looking at this video now, please drop a comment in the comment section below. If you're looking at it after the fact, I do appreciate you dropping a comment. Talk to you soon again. It's Minnie here from Brampton, Ontario. Always remember to have an attitude of gratitude. If you're looking to sell your home, give me a call. Minnie here. Bye-bye. You too, Biddy. Take care. Bye-bye.